There we go. Welcome back in, everyone. I hope you guys had a lovely break. We're back in, going to be playing some more Bookwalker. Where we left off, we were on a train that goes through the desert and may encounter death storms where you die. The conductor is dead and we have to take over. This is supposed to be the last one. In the locomotive. Okay, we were fixing to leave. Train car door. Outside. Supposed to be, yes. Go outside. Oh, hello outside. What are you doing? Let's figure out what's wrong with the train first. This could be necessary. Take all. Okay, that's what they're saying. They're saying I can't walk away. That's what they mean, that I could talk to Roderick at any time. Literally, Roderick can just talk to me whenever he wants, but I can't talk to him. More book police, maybe? Yeah. Oh no. What do you see? There's an oil bug inside. It ate everything. Something skitters around inside the tank. Ew. Can we skip the bugs? Is there no way we can't get to town without the train? What? Are you afraid of bugs? Hey, get out of the tank. Nah, I won't want to come out. Knock harder on the tank. Suddenly, an oil-eating bug jumps out of the tank. Grab the bug. The bug's 3 set of legs scrabble at your hands. It's clearly displeased. Ew! Drop it! Might need it. You put the bug in the most secure pocket of your jacket. You doubt you'll actually need it, but you're enjoying Roderick's reaction. The tank is empty of both oil and bugs. Okay, so we gotta go find some oil. Okay, there's some oil here. There's also the conductor's journal. I need to walk away from that. There's a bench here. Can I craft anything? Not yet. Well, the train should be moving with us, so I should be able to open that crate later. You can bug Roderick at any time. The tank is empty of both oil and bugs. Add oil. The tank is small and the canister fills it almost to the brim. It's definitely enough to get you to town. No, you were right, Carlos. That's just English is weird. It made sense. Okay. Thank you for taking care of me. And then we'll do a stretch. Okay. Oil bug. Oh, it's an isopod. Hello, little guy. A type of desert bug that likes hiding in machinery, where it can feed on oil for weeks. Jenkins' journal, either written in an unknown language or in a really awful handwriting. Good to know. What will Roderick say now? What are you doing? Let's figure out what's wrong. Okay, it's the same thing. Okay. Control panel. The train's control panel covered in levers and buttons. Start the train. I think it's running. Great. Cool. Where am I going? The death storm is approaching. Hurry! Anyone out past 10 miles? What are you doing? Looking for bugs. Train 42, what's the problem? You're barely moving. He's right. We got the train started, but it's barely moving. We'll figure it out. Fuel panel. You're looking at the fuel panel. All indicators seem normal, except one. Cylinder 3, pressure? Open the top of the panel. There's greasy note on the other side. Read the note. Whoever gets this train next, I hope it's not you, Pete, you moron. Yeah. The pressure in cylinder 3 has some stability issues. Sorry about that. Actually, no, I'm not going to apologize. By the time you're reading this, I won't care anymore. Deal with it yourself. Just kidding. Try hitting the panel. That usually works for me. Good luck with the train. Well, you should definitely be able to do that. Hit the panel lightly. Hit the panel with measured force. Something inside clings. Something cracks. The train starts slowly picking up speed. Well, that wasn't so hard. You pick up the radio. Great work, 42. I can see you're picking up speed. The weather has been all sorts of crazy lately, even here in town. Yesterday, a sorrow storm almost slammed us, and we haven't had one of those in 100 years. Don't the storms normally miss the town? That's the thing. The storms are all emotion-based, except for Death Storm. Death Storm just kills you. Of course, only the Joy Storm make it here. The rest usually passes by. It's like someone's controlling them then, right? You can almost feel Roderick winking at you. What can affect the weather like that? I don't know. This has all started after our senior meteorologist died. Come on, ask him about the weather controller already. It's obviously in town. Hey, have you ever heard of a weather controller? What? It's a device that controls the weather. Is that a joke? I don't think he knows anything. Yeah, I guess the senior meteorologist had the controller and everything started getting messy after he died. We should ask around about him in town. If only we had something like that. My God, he keeps laughing. We'd certainly be all well off. Alright, I see you're pulling in now. Good luck in town. Until next time, jokester. Okie dokie, outside. Town gate. It's like friggin' bossing say over here. The guard is trying unsuccessfully to open the door of the train. He notices you. Hi there. He glances briefly at your face, but apparently decides not to ask about it. This guy here is causing a little traffic jam at the gate. Poor man got caught in a fear storm on his way here. I'm not getting anywhere with him, but I have to make sure everyone in town is safe before the storm comes. There is no weather in Ba Sing Se. Can we leave the train here and go into town? I'll try talking to him. Go ahead and try, but be gentle. It's not the poor guy's fault what happened. We'll see. Try and open the door quickly. Hey friend, you there? Yeah. Calm down now. I'm from train 42. Jenkins? Is that you? Yeah, it's me, Jenkins. Jenkins is dead, my friend. Jenkins is dead. I'm his friend. Okay. My morality. I want to tell the truth, but this is like not the right time to be telling it. Yeah, it's me, Jenkins. I'm his friend Moni. Do you have batteries? Your voice sounds different. I got caught in a cold storm. I'm a little hoarse. Yeah, hoarse For making up all your lies! Get the hell out of here, you're not Jenkins! I don't think there's a peaceful way out of the situation. Force the door open. You lean your whole body into the door. You hear the mechanism inside start grinding against each other. Just a little more! Come on, push! Look. You think the lock's open. The door easily slides aside. The thin man is sitting in the corner of the locomotive, arms covering his head. Let the guard deal with him. You step away from the door and motion to the guard. Hey, Max. How you doing? Come with me. Easy now. After a few minutes, he leads the man out of the locomotive and they disappear behind the town gate. Good thing that guy didn't see your face. The guard comes back. He looks pleased. Hey, thanks for the help. Took Max to the infirmary. They'll look after him. Will you be okay? Probably not. People can't usually go back to a normal life after a fierce storm. They won't transfer his train yet, but stay in town if you can. You may be able to pick up some stuff when they sell it off. Well then, I'll move his train along and then yours after. In the meantime, go up to customs and get your paperwork straight. Okay. Buffer storm? No! Why is it doing this? Okay. Let's wait till the buffer storm passes. I don't really have that much. There's an invisible wall there. And there. And there. Door to customs. Can I go this way? No. Door to customs is the only way. Okay, the frames seem to be back. Luckily that was a quick dip, so let's refresh. Okay. Border inspection. Let's look at the maps. They look different from the maps of the area. Customs inspector. The inspector is sitting in the cold, dark office. Oh no, I have an oil bug. A live oil bug. The inspector is sitting in the cold, dark office. He looks up at you and a bored voice says, train number 42. The inspector digs through some papers. Are you Ronald Miles? No. Did you find the body of Ronald Miles? No, I found the body of Pete Jenkins. So after Miles, it was transferred to Jenkins. He writes in his notebook. And now the inspector looks up at you. My name is Etienne. Oh, we don't want our name in the book. That's right. My name is Bob. Just Bob? Bob Bobson. Yes. I'll write that down. Muttering, wearing a shabby coat with a strange rusty cage hanging around his neck. It's not shabby. His face, he looks at you, then looks down again, is apparently disfigured. Oh-ho! Bob, sure, your uncle. You aren't too good looking yourself. The inspector doesn't react. Here's your ticket. He hands you an old yellow ticket, which looks like it's been passed around for a few years. One standard town visit, 2 hours. Only 2 hours? You must sell all possessions belonging to the train's former operator before you leave town. Make that your top priority. I thought they were mine now. The inspector looks at you silently, trying to understand whether you're joking or you really don't know how things work around here. The train is yours, the possessions are the people's. Oh, they're desert communist. And what happens if I can't sell them all in 2 hours? The items will go to the people. Okay, thanks. Go on through. He opens the turnstile. Okay, table. Take. I thought I could talk to him again. I thought I saw a little arrow. Maybe it was a glitch. Exit to town. Town district. The young woman is talking to one of the travelers who passes her a strange half-empty bag. Extend my time by 1 hour, please. He hands over the bag and quickly turns away. Hold on. The man freezes, tilting his head. Just who do you take me for? There's not even enough sand here for 15 minutes. She stakes a small pile of red sand out into the palm of her hand. You are up to your old tricks again. Do I need to call the guard? No, please. 15 minutes is fine. Let me just catch my breath and I'll be on my way. The man slowly retreats. He looks extremely tired. The woman turns to an empty hourglass in one of the niches on the wall. Damn beggars. She pours the sand from her hand into the hourglass. Then she picks up her radio and you hear a crackling sound coming from the speakers, echoing all over town. Peters, train 124, 15-minute extension. She put the radio back on her belt, then reaches out a hand to you without looking. Shake her hand. Give her your ticket. Okay, yellow. She takes out a new hourglass and pours in enough red sand to reach the second mark on the side. Then she puts in one of the empty niches on the wall. 2 hours, starting now. Good luck in town. Thanks, see ya. Can I ask you about the weatherman? Oh, do you know the weatherman, the weatherman, the weatherman? Oh, do you know the weatherman? I can't ask her. Yeah. She probably wouldn't have told me. I would have been wasting her time. She's a professional businesswoman and I can't be doing that. The inspector is standing by the train. His assistant is inside, rummaging through possessions. You were? Oh, you again. The man encountered at the town gate recognizes you. Is everything okay? This is that guy's train. What was his name? Max, I think. Max, is he doing better? We can sell this. You hear from the inside the train. Oh, okay. We can sell this. I'd say there's enough to live on here. We'll split it up, I think. Max is resting right now. We're keeping an eye on his stuff. You look over his shoulder into the train car. Don't look in there. You know what? He hesitates for a moment, then reaches into his pocket and takes out a bag of sand. Take this. You're a good guy. You help Max. Let us take care of things here. Is this a bribe? So I helped Max and you rob his train. Max won't be going anywhere anytime soon, and this stuff could be useful to the town and for us. 2 bags of sand! Let's take the bag. Now get out of here. Don't interfere. The inspector turns around and loses interest in you. Melon seller. The merchant is desperately trying to get your attention. His smile reminds you of late-stage insanity. Hey, man, hey, come over here. You got any sand? No, I'm looking to earn some. Myself. Oh, well, I can't help you with that. I've been selling my heart out, but I still don't have any enough sand to fix my train. You look at the melon seller's train. There are a lot of things in this world you would call rundown, but everything you've seen up until now is sparkling clean compared to this train. My time's running out. I have half an hour left in town. All because of those damn guards. They gave me a penalty, those dogs. What am I supposed to do? My wheel is busted. It's funny how the game has some sense of humor that makes us chuckle or break our tone. Yes. That's good writing. You'll notice the train's front wheel is sitting at a 45-degree angle. He doesn't need to worry. With a wheel like that, there's no getting that train out of here in any case. I should get going. So basically, if you don't leave with your stuff within your time limit, they just steal it all. A middle-aged woman is resting on the stoop of her train. A basin of laundry, children's clothes sits at her feet. She stares at your train for a moment. She sighs and leans against the train door, which buckles slightly under her weight. So you're from train 42, huh? She grabs a cigarette and takes a drag. Did you know the previous operator? Jenkins? Yeah. He was my husband. She gets up and heavily and starts hanging the laundry as if nothing has happened. I'm sorry. Are your hands clean? Take off your dusty gloves. I said I didn't kill him. I did not say that. Pass me the clothes. She nods at the basin and the diapers inside. Her nod sends ash flying from her cigarette onto a pair of men's pants hanging on the line. Hand her a pair of children's pants. Hand her a sheet from the basin. Children's pants. You take off your dusty gloves and pick up a pair of white children's pants. You glance at your hands for a moment. This is the first time in a long time that they've looked human. All that's left are the thin scars striping across your palms. They probably won't ever fade. The woman takes the pants from you. Hand her the sheets from the basin. She shakes out the sheet and throws it over the line. What's your business in town? Got stuff to sell? She blows out her cigarette smoke upwards to keep it off the sheet. Yeah, your husband's possessions. Things. Just random things. Nothing interesting. The woman's ashes her cigarette. You see her glance quickly at you as she takes the sheet. So Jenkins' possessions. You need me to... Sniffing. Pass her a bunch of socks. You pile a few socks from the basin together and give them to the woman, but the woman doesn't turn around to take them from you. She stands with her back to you, not speaking. I really am sorry. When I found him, there was already nothing I could do. She nods weakly a few times.
This is your self-care reminder. Please hydrate, stretch, and save your progress.
Turning halfway around, she passes you a cigarette. She already has a fresh one in her mouth and lit. Sure. When in Rome. You sit on her train stoop. I found a journal on his train. I guess it belongs to you now. Customs won't let me just give it to you, but I'll figure something out. She smiles. A journal. Jenkins didn't know how to write. He probably robbed or killed someone. Those aren't his things. These thoughts seem to have put her in a better mood. As she finishes her cigarette, she packs up and heads inside her train. A child's joyful laughter greets her. Ooh boy. So this society is used to a bunch of upheaval. And the wife had a separate train than the husband. The greenery on this train's roof is quite striking. By local standards, you're looking at a very well-kept train. Talk to the train's operator. Hello, do you... The woman sharply puts a finger to her lips. You manage to get a look at her face. She's incredibly beautiful, even with the deep shadows under her eyes. Examine the train in silence. It looks like the train has been washed recently. The metal and glass are gleaming, and the thin layer of newly settled dust just looks like an elegant decoration. Green stems sway on the roof. You see Calunque, Haworthia, and a ton of other plants that you don't recognize. I'm sorry, did you need something? I wanted to ask, do you know how I can get into the upper district? I heard the meteorologist lives there. can only get in there once you retire. I think you still have a while before that happens. I do too. How do I get in there now? Today? The woman shrugs silently and looks towards the way out of town. Running your eyes over the locomotive, you notice an old trailer with dried up branches sticking out of the leaky roof. Ask the woman about the trailer. Aren't you afraid your old trailer might fall off? The woman continues to look towards the way out. Yes, the trailer is quite old. If it falls off, it falls off. The corners of the woman's mouth turn up and she shakes her head. Let's ask about the meteorologist first in case I soft lock myself out of this. Do you know anything about the meteorologist? He tells us when storms are coming. Is that it? Do you know anything else? The woman turns her head to look at you straight in the eye. You can't read her expression. I won't keep you any longer. Thanks. Ask her what she does. What do you do? It's as though the woman doesn't hear your question. She stares silently, watching. Just when you think she's not going to answer, she starts to speak. I'm making it through life, day by day. I meant the plants. Oh, the plants. I used to enjoy nurturing life. The woman looks at the old trailer and stiffens for a split second. You see all the muscles on her face tense, but in an instant the illusion passes. Ask what's in the trailer. What's inside? Things, old things, ancient things, toys. Why are you carrying them around? I thought it was better to travel light in the desert. I don't know. I'd rather keep them with me. The woman frowns, but doesn't tell you to leave. Well, I'm leaving anyway. You turn to leave, but suddenly feel something crawling across your neck. Wow, an oil eater. It seems the oil bug is in your pocket. It's finally trying to escape. Swat it, flick it off. You put your hand over your neck. Stop. Huh? Leave it with me. Okay. She walks over and opens the door of her train, picks something up, then returns to you. Here. She's holding 2 old, dusty bags of sand in her open hand. 2 bags for this gross little bug? She insane? You won't hear me complaining. Give her the bug. You carefully remove the bug from your neck and pass it to the woman. She gives you the 2 bags of sand. Thanks. The woman nods gently to you, then turns her attention to the bug. I'm glad she got a companion. Let's hope she doesn't commit a crime with it, because that would be devastating. Okay, take all these. Can't talk to that person. Door to junkyard. We'll go there in a second. I'm not done explaining the train. Holy crap, this train is a whole freaking church or something. I'll get back to that. That looks important. Real oil bug hours up in here. Prospector. Hey, are you a digger? Sure I am. Need work tomorrow? I want to dig up a building on Malta Street, but I can't do it myself. Of course, what's your plan? I started digging from the top, got from the 20th to the 7th floor, but the lower floors are hard work. The sand's packed tight, and it's a pickaxe job. I want to round up a few people, and then we'll move out at sunrise. Is there anything special there in that building? The man peers closely at you. It seems he's not sure you can be trusted. There was a gun store on the first floor of the building. Oh, they want to get the guns and cause a revolution. Oh my goodness, look, she got another super legendary item. SPG, your luck is broken. Here it goes.
Well, if we only had more crime.
Oh my gosh, you got it!
Wouldn't be able to close down the station.
Yes, but there's never any crime in Moomin Valley.
Unless we commit some, I guess.
What?
Let's go and fill Moomin Valley with crime. Come on!
His existence will sleep well tonight. The work is all that should concern you. I'll pay you. What's in that building is none of your business. You in or no? I'll think about it. Think then. He throws the cigarette on the ground and turns away from you. Is he going to start a riot in town when he gets his hands on weapons? No, he gets caught in a firestorm out on the road tomorrow. Should get going. I'm not buying anything. Leave. Okay. Bookseller. The sound that reaches your ears seems impossible in this desert world. Rustling pages. Hundreds of pages. The table next to the woman's train is full of books with well-worn covers. Each one looks like it's been taken out of an antique bookshelf. Hello, the young bookseller waves at you. Hi, pick up the blue book, pick up the red book, Shore Jenkins Journal. Blue book. Oh, what an unusual choice. Why is that? People who choose this book usually want to hide from the real world and immerse themselves in fantasy. I don't think you're one of those people. Carefully open the book. The binding is loose. The pages, which are all different sizes and printed in different fonts, seem to be stuffed in at random. It only takes a moment for you to realize that you don't even know the language it's written in. Anyways. Well, what do you think? Keep looking through the book. Why are all the pages and fonts all different? I knew you were new here. The pages are different because I sewed the book together myself from various pieces. But it's hard to read like that, and from what I can tell, it's not really a coherent story. A lot of people like it. Besides, it's not easy to find an intact book in the wasteland, you know? Muttering, I thought she was a writer, but she's more like a seamstress. The bookseller has a sincere look of curiosity and politeness on her face as she watches you mumble. Can you give me the short version of what this book is about? It's the story of a man who pretends that he's changed and becomes the best version of himself, just so he can keep people around him, even though he's actually... I don't like that kind of thing. I'd rather look at another book. Another buffer storm! Freaking heck. Okay, it's back up. Be my guest. She gestures at the table. Pick up the red book. What's this book about? That's a curious one. It's about the history of the storms. You flip through the book. The letters swim before your eyes, not wanting to form coherent words. The different fonts and out-of-order page numbers don't help you understand it either. Very interesting. Have you read it? Of course, I put the pages together myself. I have a few questions about the book. You take a look at the bookseller. She seems quite friendly. Your questions are just begging to come out. Ask about the meteorologist. Bet the meteorologist helped you with this book, right? Yeah, right. Just never even set eyes on it. Everyone in town knows that the meteorologist wouldn't even read an article, not to mention a whole book. Why's that? He's young, inexperienced, and to be honest, not all that talented. I thought he was well respected. Oh, do you mean the old meteorologist? He was better. Even I shed a few tears when he died. Did he get caught up in a storm? But no, he died peacefully in his sleep. If only everyone could have such an end. Don't believe what they say in town about him being killed. It's all nonsense. Okay, ask about the storms. The storms, where do they come from? Oh, now that's a long story. Well, several stories actually. I'll tell you all kinds of stories about the storms in town, but the truth is they fall out from an ancient war. Well, it's not exactly the truth. It's just my theory. I see. Ask about the weather controller. I've heard someone might be controlling the storms. Is that true? Nonsense. Controlling them with what? Some kind of device? Who Where would they get it? Do you think the old meteorologist would know something about this? Well, if anyone did, it would be him. The old meteorologist was on good terms with all sorts of mechanical things. Okay, I see. Go back to the books. Show her Jenkins' journals. I have something that might interest you. The bookseller tries to look uninterested, but you see her fingers trembling as you hand her Jenkins' journal. Notes? Interesting. Yes, very interesting. Are these someone's memoirs? Wow, this is an absolute treasure trove. Have you read it? I thought it was the old train driver's journal. Let me read some of it to you. Don't bother, I just want to sell it. I'll buy it. How much do you want for it? You look appraisingly at the bookseller. She's definitely hooked. Time to collect some sand for your work. Just 2 bags is fine. I'm not gonna get greedy. 2 bags. Well, I wasn't planning on spending so much, of course, but that's a fair price. The bookseller disappears into the train, then returns with 2 bags of sand. They have yellow letters in a language you don't even know embroidered on them. This is for good luck. Yeah, thanks. You should have found out what was in the journal. Might have helped us understand this world better. I thought you could help me with that. Haven't heard much useful advice from you recently, by the way. Okay, so I'm up to 5 bags of sand. Angry man. Open suitcases are strewn around the train car. A man is washing something in a metal basin full of dark red water. He's washing so intently that you can hear the fabric ripping. He has an impressively large fang from some unknown animal hanging around his neck. He stops washing and shoots you a mean look. A cage around your neck? Is that some kind of new trend? You hear clear dislike in the man's voice. Let's just keep going. We don't need any more problems. Is he washing out blood? Who cares? We're just passing by. Keep going. Keep going. Maybe I should tell. Hey! Suddenly you feel a powerful yank down near your neck. You look down to see the man's wet hand grabbing Roderick's cage. I had a trendy friend once, always bragging about his sand bear fang. Damn it, you grab the cage too and pull it towards you. But I taught him some manners. 1 punch, 2. He looks at you with bloodshot eyes and keeps trying to pull the cage toward himself. The cage hinges start to make an unpleasant crunching sound. Or is that your neck? Try to knock him off his feet. The man easily dodges your attack and pushes you away from him. It appears the real fight is about to start. Help from being robbed. I don't think that would have really done anything. Okay. Slash. Ooh, that was a strong hit. Stun. Stun. I'll need to do a drain. Ouch. Bread. Do a shield real quick. And then slash. Didn't mean to do that shield. It was an accident. The man flies into the basin, which turns over with a crash, splashing its contents onto the ground. What a sick bastard. Are you okay, Etienne? Next time you're going in my pocket. Or even better, walking on your own 2 feet. Breathing hard, you carefully touch your neck. The string left an impressive welt on the back. I know it's none of our business, but we can't just let that psycho roam free. Look for rope, call the guards. It's a bad idea. More attention from the guards is the last thing we need right now, don't you think? Look for rope. You look at the suitcases on the ground and notice a photograph. Two smiling men are standing in front of the locomotive. One of them, your attacker, has his arm around the other, who looks pale and tired. His shoulder is banged, and he has a fang pinned around his neck. You toss the photograph aside. Oh, there's some rope. Tie up the brawler. What are you doing? What's going on? He suddenly comes to and tries to stand up. The anger is gone from his voice, and now he sounds scared. Don't explain anything, just knock him out. Nothing's going on, everything's already happened. The man spots the photo on the ground, then his eyes move to the bloody clothes nearby. Suddenly his face changes. Henry? Oh no. Did I do this? He falls to his knees. And for what? He looks at the 2 bags of sand on the ground, which fell out of his pocket during the fight. Get those away from me. I can't look at them. You pick up the bags of sand. The man falls to the ground and starts crying. Let's go. We should leave him be. Tied up, man. He got beat badly. It's best to leave him. Okay. Surly woman. The woman silently waves you away. Okay. Finally. The man's sleeves bears the letter CS next to an hourglass symbol. And you keep looking at the letter CS, trying to think of what it might stand for. Custom service. So call the guards. Wouldn't have been an option anyways before the fight. No, it wouldn't have. This game has a lot of false choices. From the custom service, I just finished going over your stuff in here. You need to sell everything that belongs to Jenkins before your time in town is up. Anything you don't sell will be confiscated when you leave. Yeah, they warned me already. And that, he points to the cage of Roderick's neck. That's mine. Can I see the tag? He leans closer. I'm gonna put a tag on my own things. I don't have any tags. An item with no tag belongs to no one. If it belongs to no one, then it's not yours either. Sell it. He writes something in his notebook. What the hell? I'm not selling my friend. He reaches for a radio on his belt, then looks at you questioningly. Cool it. Let's just try and solve this peacefully. Fine, no problem. I'll sell. He nods and takes his hands off the radio. The customs officer tosses a folded up trading tin at your feet. Have you done this before? Nope. Unfolding the tent signals that you're selling goods. People will come and buy from you.
To close visitation to the atrium.
And you make what profit you can. Hand in half the sand at the entrance. He points at the woman checking the tickets. Do what you want with the rest. Good luck. He walks away. Okay, so I could go inside now. I'm not gonna... Dismantled counter. The trading tent is ready. Not yet. I need to look at some things before I start selling anything. Make a tag! I know. I don't have enough to make anything. There's nothing new in here. Okay. Let's go check out some other stuff. She didn't want to talk. An old man is waving at you so furiously that it seems like his hand might fall off at any second. Walk over to him. No, get out of here. What do you mean? You were calling me over. So? Go on and get. Up close, I can see that you only have 30 minutes worth of sand. The old man waves his fist angrily. He doesn't look particularly dangerous, but he probably knows a few dirty tricks. Leave. There's no need for a fight. Flashy train. It's a whole mansion on wheels. Seems like someone's done well. In a world where you can die at any second. Are you going to just stand there? Knock on the door. Silence. I can clearly see him watching us from the window. Why won't he open the door? He probably only talks to people he knows. We should come back later. Look around. The curtains on the window are drawn tightly shut, but you can see the silhouette of a man watching you from the inside. Okay. I just want to finish talking to the people here before we close for the day. Oh, I can move this. Safe. Someone hid a safe buried under the wooden pallet. The safe door is locked. Okay. The woman looks at you unkindly. The guards are sitting at the gate, playing a strange game with stones. The guard on the left pretends to not notice you. The guard on the right isn't as good at feigning ignorance. You see him casting quick glances at you. What do you want? What are you guarding? The man looks up at you, not speaking. Did you get blown in here from an idiot storm, pal? The guard on the right grunts. Don't bother us. I need into the upper district. Are you over the age of 60? Nope. Are you visiting your wife and newborn? No. The man looks at you, silently glowering. Is there another way in? He continues to glower at you. He clearly wants you to leave. Your turn. The other guard draws his attention away from you as his hands him 3 round stones. Okay. Great. Take all. I might have enough to craft here. Let's do the crowbar first, and then we can sell Jenkins stuff. Oh, I can make us the lockpick. Okay. Lockpick made. I need a crowbar for that one. Let's go see what's in that safe. Pick the lock. Without your current experience picking locks, the safe door swings open in a few seconds. Crowbar parts. Lovely. I also got damp books, which are just ink fuel, so I can't sell them to that lady either. Okay, attain crowbar. Wooden crate, the kind that's easy to open with an ordinary crowbar. You successfully open the crate. I got 2 bags of sand, some metal, and some ink fodder. You can't quite make anything yet. Pliers is next. I need a set of tools and some rags before I could do that. Okay, there's nothing here. So let's go ahead and sell the goods. Yep, start selling off. You brush sand off the tent and notice passers-by is starting to look over more frequently. What do we have to sell? Everything left in the bag. Some weird gas cylinders. You dig through Jenkins' old bag. Empty. You sigh. Just put them on the counter anyway. You keep rooting around in the bag. Some rags and a cup. I doubt I'll even get 1 bag of sand for this stuff. Oh, something else. Some kind of map. I know. You could talk to Roderick at any time. Hey, I bet we can do something with that. You notice a customer approaching. Listen carefully and remember this. The man is quite clean-cut, probably from the upper district. Are you listening? Say that this map leads to something important, to treasure or whatever. What are you selling? The old man looks at the canisters, interested. Say something, just push the map! I have something special. Some might even call it a real treasure. The old man doesn't react. He probably hears that same story every day. I hope you don't mean these helium cylinders. He points at the cylinders on your counter. They're empty, by the way. Show him part of the map. Continue. What more can I say? 10 bags of sand and the map is all yours. I can't just pour out 10 bags of sand for a map that leads who knows where. It leads to treasure. Which treasure exactly? You tap on Roderick's cage. I'm digging. A map to water, to a pile of sand, a pile of food, shelter. Well, it's a map to a water source. It's a map to a pile of food. That wouldn't be good. Pile of sand. There's sand everywhere. It's a map to a shelter, water source. The old man takes a flask of water from his belt and silently takes a drink. What's that you say? He wipes his mouth on his sleeve. Alright, I think I read that they gave out water for free in the upper district. That's my fault. Shelter. You know about the shelter too. He ever so slightly looks around. Huh? There's a lot I know. You try to sound convincing. 10 bags you say. I'll give you 5, but if the shelter isn't there, I'll come back and give you 5 more. 5? Wax. Right to your head. With this, he shows you a small club on his belt. It's a deal. Great, we have some sand already. Okay, I think we'll go give our sand to the lady and call it a day. Because we have to give half of what we sold to the lady. We got 10, so we gotta give her 5. Oh, I can't. Is this the wrong... Or am I just supposed to use the sand to bribe someone and I was never really intending to follow the rules? I don't know what to do. I've talked to everyone. Oh yeah, there's that dude. Rules are for characters. Characters are people. Okay.
It is time for invasive capitalism. We'll be back after these forced messages.
Consume. 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 Consume.
It says there's 3 bags of sand at the melon's seller's
Please
feet.
hydrate, stretch, and save your progress.
More in the melon cellar. You drop something. What's that? You nod at the man's feet. He looks down mistrustfully, then pauses. Well, slap my train and call me a sand melon. How could I drop that bag? How did I miss that? Thanks, man. I almost lost it. He nods in response and walks away. You spend the next few minutes unable to shake the thought that you could have used that sand. The fruit seller is joyfully rubbing the bag of sand. Look, it's fine. He needs it more than me. I just can't figure out what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh, that's right. Door to the junkyard. Salvage worker. You see a tall woman digging around in a pile of scrap metal. She picks up something that looks like an old computer case and rakes out the microchips and wires as if they were parasites on a ripe piece of fruit. She tosses the cleaned out computer into a pile to your left. Do you want something? Then she picks up a new one, not paying any particular attention to you. Do you need help? You've got a lot of computers there. How do I get into the upper district? What's that pipe? Okay. She looks at the pile of scrap metals she still has to go through. For money, actually. For sand. The woman smiles. I'm getting paid pretty well for this. I don't want to share my earnings with anyone else. Who's paying you? They have more work? But maybe something a little less dusty? I'm not sure. She looks you over from head to toe. Stand straight and puff out your chest. Stay how you are. I don't think they'll have any use for you. But you can go ask Mr. Nariano yourself. He lives in the middle of the square. Nariano. Got it. Thanks. She responds with a sour smile. Got a lot of computers here. Yep. She's concentrating hard on her work. Where'd they come from? She gives you a quick glance. Jenkins brought them in a week ago. He dug up a whole warehouse full of electronics. Oh. Jenkins. She looks at you questioningly. Was Jenkins a nice guy? Was? Whoops. Oh. Did I say was? I meant to say I heard he's a nice guy. No idea where you heard that. But definitely not in town. He's a real jerk. I hope he dies. How do I get into the upper district? I'm trying to find a way into the upper district. Do you know anything that might help? I don't know anything. She smiles slightly. What's that pipe? What's that pipe on the wall? Where does it go? It's a secret. She gives you a quick glance that continues ripping apart the computer. I'm great at keeping secrets. So am I. She looks at you in the eye for a moment longer than is comfortable. That's what we're looking for. We can crawl through and go straight to the upper district. There's a passage there. Now we just have to figure out what to do about this sewer guardian. Yeah, I'll ask around town. Okay, let me see if there's anything I can pick up. Being in a scrapyard and all. Nope. Okay. I think this is the dude she might be talking about. Nope. Who's the guy I need to talk to? Which one of you is the dude? Is this guy? Nope. It's not the melon guy. Is it one of the guards? Or maybe it's this. She didn't say a pretty penny. Nariano. Hey, Mr. Nariano, come out. The door slowly opens. A middle-aged man appears at the doorstep. He looks a little too clean for these surroundings and is holding a glass of something orange. He squints at you from the doorway, apparently not trusting you enough to talk to you face to face. Good day, nice house. I'm trying to find a way into the upper district. Good day. He assesses you silently. He runs quickly over your clothes, pausing at the cage around your neck. He doesn't pay any attention to your face at all. The stranger leans against the door, finished with his assessment of you. Judging by his expression, you got roughly a 4 out of 10. I'm trying to find a way into the upper district. Aren't we all? He gestures to the square around you. I don't plan on living there. Just have to take care of one thing. That's it. One thing? What could there possibly be for you to do there? He sips from a glass. Tell the truth. I need to get something. He waits for you to continue. Something important to me. How important? He gestures for you to continue. Ooh, a man of business. I'd say about, you look in your pockets. 1 bag of sand important? His face twists. 5 bags? He gestures again for you to continue. 7 bags? The man starts nodding, but his hand doesn't stop moving. 10 bags. Now you're speaking my language. I love it when a person wants something that badly. In a flash, the man transforms from a reserved aristocrat into a jolly businessman. Not a bad start to the day, helping those in need, you might say. He steps forward and shakes your hand. I have things to sell you. Could you tell me where to get that much sand? Okay, I'll be back when I find 10 bags of sand. Any possessions I need to sell off. How about I give them to you and you'll lower your price? I'm a man of business, you see. Dealing with junk just doesn't fit my status anymore. But I'm sure you'll find buyers among all the visitors in town today. Okay, I'll be back when I find 10 bags of sand. Good luck now. I'll be waiting for you. He bounds cheerfully up the stairs and, sipping from his glass, disappears behind the door. I have 14! I have 14 bags of sand. Okay. The man appears in his doorway, looking cheerful. He looks you over in search of the 10 bags of sand. Here's your 10 bags. My dear friend. Wonderful, wonderful. He jumps up down from the entryway like an excited child. May I? He looks at the bags, ignoring you. Go ahead, hand him the bags. Wonderful, wonderful. He continues to count the bags. He counts out 2, which he hands back to you. Give these to Janine, the woman who does the salvage work at the scrap heap. Tell her Mr. Nariano sent you. He scoops up the remaining bags and starts to head back into his home. Hold on, so it only costs 2 bags to get into the upper district and you're just keeping the rest for yourself just because you know this Janine? It's truly a pleasure doing business with you, my dear friend. Come back anytime. He disappears behind the door. Yep. We got fleeced. Okay. I'm gonna walk in here so I remember where we started off. Or left off. Okay. Let's go find someone to raid. Carlos, I think you said you might have a raid suggestion and I would be open to that. Let's go over here. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Bum, 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 bum. I need to put this controller away. Bum, bum, bum. We pull up the raid panel. Here we go. Okay, let's go raid the small guy. Let's see, what are they doing? Clock Tower Rewind. Okay, we'll go raid them. Before we go, you can follow us at these places and more. If you'd like to join us on the raid, you could copy this message. If you're a USI donor or donation recipient, you could copy the ones with the special emotes.
Prepare for duty, space friends.
That's all the time we have for today. We will be doing a Discord work together stream tomorrow, so feel free to join us if you like. Until next time, have fun, space friends!